Hello, let's take a look at your MT9 LT4 assignment, and this is problem number 10. When you have a polynomial equation with variables to different powers, in order to solve it, you're going to have to use the zero product property, which means you have to make one side equal to 0. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to subtract 25y from both sides. And you don't have like terms, so you can't combine them on the left side. So we're going to say 16y cubed minus 25y equals 0. Now we're going to factor that. What goes into both terms? Well, they both have a y, don't they? So let's factor out the y. So you have y parentheses 16, y times what gives us y to the third power? Well, that would be y squared. Minus 25, and we already took the y out, equals 0. Now look at your parentheses. Can you factor that again? The only time you can factor a binomial besides a common factor is if the first term's a perfect square, the second term's a perfect square, and there's a minus sign between them. Notice we've met those conditions. So this factors to 2 parentheses. What multiplies itself to 16y squared? Well, the square root of 16y squared would be 4y. So we're going to put 4y in the front of each parentheses. Since it multiplies to a negative, one's positive, one's negative. And then what multiplies to 25? Well, 5. The square root of 25 is 5. Now you have 3 terms and they multiply to 0. So we're going to make each of those terms equal to 0. So the first term is y equals 0. The second term is 4y plus 5 equals 0. Or 4y minus 5 equals 0. The first term is solved for us, isn't it? Y equals 0. On the second term, I want to get y by itself. So what is the opposite of adding 5? Well, it's subtracting 5. So then we get 4y equals negative 5. We're going to divide both sides by 4. Y equals negative 5 over 4. That's our second solution. Then we do our third one. The opposite of subtracting is adding. So we're going to add 5 to both sides. Notice it's a very similar problem because it's just plus and minus. So we get 4y equals 5. Divide both sides by 4. And we get y equals 5 over 4. A lot of times what we'll do is we'll write this out and we'll write all 3 solutions. We'll say y equals 0 or plus or minus 5 over 4. And there's your solution to problem number 10.